Early morning, at the crack of dawn. Worship, pray, hands clasped. This is Kathmandu, Nepal. From dawn to dusk every day, crowds of pilgrims flood the place. It's here that we discovered a peculiar sight. These crowds of Buddhist followers in motion have their living quarters in circle temples and monasteries, in most cases, one adjacent to the next, spreading outward. Their living quarters are literally connected to temples and form communities that bundle life and religion closely together. These devout Buddhist followers are said to be descendants of the Shakya clan. Muslims destroyed countless Buddhist statues and sculptures. Only when reaching Nepal did the destruction stop suddenly. Newar is a long lineage of Buddhism that connects its Indian origin and the Mahayana tradition. We wonder why they laid low for so long, even refrained from spreading Buddhism to keep it alive. Some say that Nepal is the origin of Vajrayana and the mother of Tibetan Buddhism, while being the only country that uses Sanskrit. To promote Vajrayana Buddhism, some others say that Guanine belief, with its long history, likewise left its footprint here. But was that really the case? Let us begin with Guanine, famously meaning prayers depart 1,000 hearts, in 1,000 hearts he answers. This is the White Guan Yin Temple in downtown Kathmandu. And look at the familiar Buddhist images on the wall, in different sitting or standing positions. And on the facade encompassing the main hall are 108 Lokesvaras. The White Guan Yin Temple is also known as the Jana Bahal. It is the famous Guanine Temple there. The camera turns its lens away from Nepal to Taiwan, some 3,700 kilometers away. Here is the lower monastery of Ling Jiou Mountain, the Sheng Shan Temple. And you take in the seemingly familiar 108 Lokesvaras in their various postures, bearing a strong resemblance to those 108 Lokesvaras at the White Guan Yin Temple in Kathmandu, Nepal. And one may wonder about the coincidence.
因为尼泊尔这个地方呢，我们本来也不知道那里有个108观音，我们只是看到一个图有108，那想是这个108的观音是从哪里出来的，所以我们就找了这些教授啊、研究啊、探讨啊，到底在哪里？结果到最后是108观音在尼泊尔。
Searching for the drawing's origin, we embarked on the journey of the 108 Lokesvaras, from Taiwan to Nepal, from Nepal to Japan, traveled long distances, zigzagging our way, all in the Dharma tradition of Guanine.
观音呢，就是一尊而已嘛。但是为什么会有108的观音？就是技术性来讲，它会有很多不同的观音。其实本尊只有一尊，那就是他的慈悲喜舍的这份的功德了。
Now that we managed to find the origin of the 108 Lokesvaras, how do we recapture the degree of finesse and sophistication for, say, their doubles in Taiwan? Ling Jiou Mountain made special arrangements to engage maestro sculptor Ling Jiou and Kunsan Chiepe Lama in recreating the 108 Lokesvaras in a red copper sculpture with color paint, as well as in Thanga paintings that materializes the connection between Ling Jiou Mountain and the 108 Lokesvaras. In 2015, as we were about to reproduce the images of the 108 Lokesvaras in Thanga paintings in copper replicas, the strongest megaquake for centuries struck Nepal, causing the demise of 9,000 people, with 500,000 households losing everything, reflecting life's impermanence and a country's vulnerability. The strong earthquake not only severely damaged Nepal's economy, but shattered several UN-designated World Heritage Sites. In that same year, the post-quake medical team of the Ling Jiou Mountain Charity Foundation went to Nepal to help with rescue and relief. One of the doctors on the team, who's participated many times in international rescue missions, said that his prior experience elsewhere hardly compares to the Ling Jiou Mountain medical team performance. In reference to the team's work, focusing on ER-level operations on site and surgery plus post-surgery treatment. Furthermore, donations of medicine, medical materials, and equipment were delivered directly on site to meet immediate needs. Dr. Sarvatam Shrestha is a reputable neurologist in Nepal who worked voluntarily with the Nagarjuna Charitable Pharmacy after the earthquake. Dr. Shrestha called out to the other local MDs to expand their services and join the voluntary medical team, dedicated to local monks and nuns doing outreach services with MDs to bring medicine and treatment to areas where people in stress need them most. We asked Dr. Shrestha why he devotes so much of his time to voluntary work, something that the secular world labels as with little or no reward, but something he's been doing for 10 plus years.
回报的不是金钱嘛，回报的是一种快乐吧，应该是这样想，一种满足吧。就是说现在觉得这个义诊呢是生活的一部分了。就像每个星期每一天到不同的诊所一样的，就是到星期二要到这个义诊的地方，然后因为这个义诊之后，或者每个星期六都是在去那个义诊嘛，所以一到星期六下午，我觉得也有一个一定要做的一个工作嘛。
Nepal, for more than a century, was spared the destruction of such a megaquake, one that devastated more than just buildings. Now in dire need for reconstruction, but traumatized the local people. This group of rescue and relief workers, some from Nepal and others from abroad, worked closely together. They dive in right away, hand in hand. Maybe it's their faith, maybe it's their compassion, or perhaps just a notion of goodness that turned individual hearts yearning to help into a collective waterway of benevolence to ferry people from the abyss of disaster into the light of hope.
这个信仰啊，我觉得是一种工具，它看看你怎么用的问题，是吧？如果信仰能够正确的使用，那是对他的健康啊，他的情绪是极大的帮助。但是这同样的信仰，就是没有这个智慧的话，也会造成一个非常大的问题。
Hearts pounding and restless, our camera crew finally arrived in downtown Kathmandu to film on location. Thank heavens for the White Guan Yin Temple having been spared. Former Deputy Director of the Nepali National Bureau of Archaeology, Professor Sukra Sukar Shrestha, led our camera crew to the sites of several major cultural heritage to witness the degree of devastation of the megaquake.
这一次的强震毁损了许多的文化遗址跟寺院，那世界各国都要帮忙重建这个观音庙，那希望能够在5到7年之内能够完成重建的工作。
When impermanence strikes, what, if anything, can we hold on to? No matter how lofty the mountains, nor how grandiose the palaces, nor how precious any 1,000-year-old cultural heritage site, they could not escape the sudden destruction that brought them all down. Loved ones taken away by force, all prior bliss and joy disappearing in a split second, gone like bubbles in thin air to reveal what Buddhists view as the ubiquitous Dharma and universal law of formation, existence, destruction, emptiness. But the time keeps ticking on, like Buddhist traditions passed down for 2,500 millennia, surviving numerous suppressions of the Dharma, still flourishing in many countries today, still navigating all sorts of barriers to render itself readily accessible to the whole wide world. The belief in Guanine is a case in point in what stays steadfast are Guanine's grand teachings. What stands firm is the determination to learn the Dharma, what is being inherited in the altruistic compassion.